Don't you dare.
I'm sorry. So,
I feel like you probably should have made this while you were sitting out on the bench
don't worry.
when I was walking around Funcation.
There will be people. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Hey, Chloe's the first one. Hey,
Hey!
Chloe! You're the first viewer of Saturday Morning Daily Big Cat.
So,
What's up?
who's your favorite cat and why?
My favorite cat is Jasmine. My second favorite cat is Smalls. And my third favorite cat is Aria. They are all fabulous.
Why Jasmine?
I don't know. I just love her. She makes me laugh.
Yeah.
So there is a reason that Jasmine is my favorite cat. I previously had a favorite cat. Her name... Are you done now? Her name was Risa. She was a female cougar, and she was my absolute favorite cat on property, and I loved taking care of her, and she passed away in January of 2019, and I have missed her every day since. My second favorite cat was Seth, who was a tiger, and I was going to kind of use him as my crutch to get me through the passing of Risa. But then Seth passed away. It was a rough 2 months in the beginning of 2019. We lost 7 cats in 8 weeks. It was rough.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, so I was sort of mourning the loss of Risa and Seth.
Angie, turn left. Oh, wait, you already are.
Angie,
What?
not you, Angie.
Oh, no.
Hey guys, welcome. So, yeah. So, one day I was cleaning vacation rotation and Jasmine was on vacation, and she just did everything she could to make me laugh and smile, and so she kind of became one of my favorite cats after that, because I was sort of sad and missing all of my favorites and the kids that I had cared for. And so yeah, it is hard, and that's kind of something that we get a little serious here sometimes. It's not always fun. It's really hard, being here at Big Cat Rescue and caring for these cats that basically, it's like, for the most part, it's like a nursing home for cats. These cats are old. They've lived very hard lives before they came to Big Cat Rescue. They come to us, with medical issues. We typically take the ones that need the most medical care because we have such an amazing medical facility.
And they yell at you and tell you to get off their lawn and give them other food.
So, one of the things that you guys don't necessarily see of, as far as keepers go, is the pain and the heartache that we deal with on a regular basis. And that is the loss of cats, or cats that are sick, or cats that are, in the beginning phases of passing. We keep that to ourselves. And I can't speak for all of my volunteers, my fellow volunteers, but I know there are some of us who, whenever a cat goes into the hospital, it is very, very difficult for us. I know that it's hard for everybody watching. I know it's hard for the viewers, but amplify that to a person who is caring for these cats once a week, every month for years of time. So, any of your keepers that so you guys, when you know that a cat has passed, the heartache that you feel, and again, I'm not trying to mitigate this, but no, nobody passed away. This is just a conversation that we're having because it needs to be had, I think. I think it's something
I think it's good that we would have talks like this.
I think it's just something that, we're just very real people about these kinds of things. Everybody is okay. Nobody's going anywhere. In fact, Gilligan is doing really well. So if you missed the announcement, Gilligan's biopsy came back. It is not cancerous. So that is exciting.
These conversations are not connected.
No, these are not. No, this is just a totally opposite conversation. We kind of turned left. But it's something that I think it's important to talk about, because compassion fatigue is very real. Grief is very real. And, we experience it a lot here at Big Cat Rescue. The compassion fatigue, the loss, the grief. And sometimes we experience it as we get through the front gate. It sort of hits you that this is happening, and then you have to keep taking care of cats because you have to have your head on a swivel at all times. You have to be safe. So you don't get the opportunity to kind of really grieve the loss of this animal. And you kind of put it away, and then you never really come back to it. So, you know, that's sort of all I'm going to talk about for now as far as that. But we are going to, we're going to go to Gilligan. We're going to see Gilligan and check out how he's doing. Live chat. There we go.
Dear YouTube, get the donation bar out of the way for broadcasters. Man, that's annoying.
If we missed your comment or question, we're sorry. We weren't on live chat. We just had some chat showing up. So,
and if any of you here that donated on the Facebook stream this morning, thank you.
Thank you so much for your donations.
Yeah, so I know we had some kind of real conversations this morning, and we're continuing to have it now. But but if we didn't
real.
thank you.
We're real. We're real here.
Your donations of cash and Gatorade help out this morning. Now, on this broadcast, the donation for today is Bobcat Rehab and Release 2021. So what does that go to? That goes to assisting the very large facility that we have for Bobcat Rehab. I know some of you have seen it, some of you haven't. I guess we can't give a tour of that, can we?
Nope, no, we cannot.
That's not. But I know Brittany has. So some of you said that she has a couple really good tours of that. So
yeah,
go forth and check that out. But that's what the money's going towards. There is trying to get those rescued bobcats back out to
into
their
the
wild forever homes where they should be, right? So that's it's super important.
So,
all right.
And again, anybody who donated on Facebook, thank you so much. We can't see donations on Facebook right now. It's being weird, but thank you for your donations because that is awesome. Good. There's a great home tour at dailybigcat.com where you can find the Bobcat Rehab home tour. So that is exciting. All right, let's go check out Gilligan and say hi to him. He's been in recovery. He's been in the recovery enclosure. So we are going to go check out the recovery enclosure and say hi to him. I'm going to go take you guys right now. Andy's going to put his recycling away. So Gilligan last week, Friday, went in to see Dr. Justin because he had a lump on his tail that was gross and kind of bloody and yucky. So Dr. Justin checked it out, biopsied it, most of the tail. And so now, since Gilligan has sort of an open wound, so to speak, I mean, he's got stitches, but we can't let that get dirty. So he can't go back out into his outdoor enclosure. He has to be on concrete until Dr. Justin gives him the all clear. But we're going to go say good morning to Gilligan, see how he's feeling. He's had his breakfast. I'm glad the tumor wasn't a bad one either. I was sort of holding my breath there for a good long while. Looks like they've got his air conditioning on. So you can see, we don't always get the best reception here, but you can see he's got a nice roof.
I'll let you know if it's good.
Hi, Gil. He's got air conditioning. He's got fresh water. Hi, handsome man. Hi. You dropped a piece. There he is. Hi. Oh, with his nubbin. Look at his little nubbin. All right, I'm going to go over here and we're going to say he's got shade cloth. You can see he's got the air conditioner running. Hi, Gilly. Hi. He's like, no, don't show anybody my nub. Look at that little nubbin. Hi, Bubba's. Hi. What's up, buddy? Yes, that's a great point. Thank you, Deb. This is the only enclosure that has a concrete floor. Now that is in order to make sure that cats that have wounds that cannot be on dirt heal properly before they go back out into their home enclosure where there's dirt and grass and that kind of thing. Oh, buddy. All right. So there's Mr. Gilligan looking like he's doing pretty well. He looks good. He's bright. He's up and moving. He looks bright-eyed. Good to see. Yeah, he looks really good.
So they opted to not go with a butt cone, huh?
Someone says koala butt. I like
Koala butt.
You know, Nisha, I don't know if he's noticed, but I do know that we are all super grateful to know that that was not, what is it, malignant? It was a benign tumor.
It wasn't spreading.
Yeah, it wasn't spread. It didn't spread. So that was exciting. That was good news. I'm glad I'll be honest, you guys, last night when I read that update, it was like this huge weight had been lifted up off my shoulders and my chest, and I didn't realize that I had been holding on to it until it was gone. Okay, I'm gonna give this to you real quick. I just have to put my mask back up.
Okay.
Because I'm going to a tiger.
Ah, it's tiger time. And I'm spinning your mic around. All right, your mic is ready so you can interview some cats.
Awesome. Well, look who we have here. Thank you for your donation, Anonymous. Look at what we've got here. Oh, hi. So this is Priya, tigress. Hi. Now Priya is choosing to hang out in her roofed section. You can see all of these trees here behind her. This is all part of her enclosure. Right, Priya? Priya. Priya's story is probably one of the saddest here at Big Cat Rescue, but also one of the happiest. Before she came to Big Cat Rescue, she spent her life pumping out cubs to be taken away from her hours after they've been born to be used as props. When she came to us, she had a 20-pound fluid-filled mass on her uterus, which had to be removed within about 24 to 48 hours of her arrival here at Big Cat Rescue. Had it not been removed, it could have potentially killed her. Since then, she has really become her own girl. She's got her own personality, which we love dearly. She has breakfast every morning. Her keepers make sure that she's well fed. That she may tell you she's never fed, which she's going to tell you right now. She's got close to an acre of space in her enclosure. She's got lakefront property. She's really become like just a beautiful ambassador for the end of cub petting. Right? Yeah? Yes, Priya got her breakfast. What's up, baby girl? Oh my goodness. Oh, with the belly and everything. Oh, My goodness. Tell me all about it. Your life is rough? There's been no snacks since breakfast? Oh. Anything else? No? No more? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's move on. I'll see you later. All right, let's go see if we can find Duchess. I think I know exactly where she is. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. So, in the mornings, Duchess is locked in her roof section after breakfast. And that is because she has a water bowl that is in her open air section. So, we have to put our hands into her enclosure. And in order to do that safely, oh, hang on. In order to do that safely, we definitely need to lock her into a roof section. So you'll notice sometimes if you're an Explorer watcher that she's locked in her roof section. And the reason for that is so we can safely clean her water bowl every day. Once that's been done by her keepers, then we go ahead and we open that door and she has free access to her entire enclosure. And apparently this is where she's decided to hang her hat this morning. Just, you know, chilling out on top of her den. Yes, Barbara, just like Nikita. Nikita also is, excuse me, is locked out of her roofed section in the mornings after breakfast. So that way we can safely clean her water bowl by putting our hands into the enclosure. So anytime cats have an enclosure where we have to stick our hands into the actual enclosure to clean their water bowl, that is when you'll notice that they've been locked away. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Andy and let myself out. Got it?
Got it.
All right. We'll go see some more tigers. Her tail is resting on part of her bed. It's not even hanging, it's just resting.
Barbara, Nikki will always be mad at Matt. When Matt walked near the big blue ball, he signed a contract with Nikki that says Nikki will always be mad at Matt. Forever, end of time. That's how it is. All right, Bridge. We had a question.
What's up?
How many water bowls does the average cat have here? Just.
I would say on average, like 3 per cat, but that means it could be anywhere from 2 to like 5, depending. I mean, Amanda has a boatload, so it's probably a higher average. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy today. I don't know if there's like pollen or something going on, but man, am I itchy.
You know what helps? Masks. Keeps the dust out.
So these girls, Priya has 3, Duchess has 2, but they both have the lake.
Thank you, Randy, for your $35 donation.
Ooh, thanks for the donation. So some cats have 2. It's either 2. It's 2 or more per cat. It just depends on how big their enclosure is.
Oy.
Careful. Depends on how big their enclosure is, and then it also depends on if they have like a pond or a pool or lakefront access. So there's that. And then, but like, are they younger? Are they, senior cats? Are they in kidney failure? Are they taking
Night classes?
night classes?
Going to local university?
Are they taking any sort of senior supplements? that kind of thing.
Drugs,
So
alcohol.
there's all these variables that go into where each cat lives and how many water bowls that enclosure has. So we don't just plop a cat somewhere for no reason in particular. Every cat lives in a certain space for a specific reason.
And there you have it.
It's all for the cats. I can't see the comment. Guys, I can't see your comments for a couple of reasons. One, the camera is not close enough to me.
I'll take a look on mine.
Yeah, typically if they're older, they have more water bowls. If they're younger, they may have fewer water bowls.
All right, we haven't missed any comments.
Okay, I can't see with the sunshine.
We're good.
Okay.
All right.
Take that for me, please. I
Got
need
it.
to just stop taking this mask off, but my nose was so itchy.
Whew. It's a little warm out today.
Yeah, it is. But the sun is shining, so yay!
It was beautiful, and then it started to get a little humid, and then it started to get really humid, and now it's just getting hot and humid.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max. Hola.
Max.
Oh, he's just laying down over there.
Okay.
And ahead of us, you can see Keeper Matt, nowhere near Nikita. It's just better for both parties. Where you going, babe?
Max?
You want to see Max? All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let's go say hi to Max real quick. Since he's in a spot where we don't have like a black hole. Hi, Max. There's Max. He's just kind of hanging out in the middle of his enclosure. Keeping an eye on Matt. And Deb has posted a link to the Big Cat cams, so you can check Max out. Trying to give him some space, but also say hey so you guys can see him. There he is. Hi, Max. Hey, Bubs. There he is. Yeah, there are a ton of different cameras throughout the sanctuary that you can watch different cats on. Make sure you go to bigcatcams.com. All right. Let's go see if we can find the boy across the street.
He's on vacation right now.
He is on vacation right now.
That's what I thought.
Good job.
See? Thing called updates, I read them.
Ugh.
You read them.
I do read them religiously, but that is because I am a keeper. I have to make sure I know exactly where. I don't know about the flashes. I don't know if they change size. My guess is that they would stay proportionate to the cat as the cat ages.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Well, do cats' ears and noses grow just like?
I mean, I would guess that again, they grow proportionate to their bodies. You know, so they start out small when they're cubs, and then as they get bigger, their noses get bigger as well. But I would assume that the flashes are kind of similar. But I don't know off the top of my head.
Apparently human ears get bigger as we get older.
Hi, Kali. Hi.
I got you.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Go have fun. Go do your thing.
Kali, Kali. That girl is just snoozing. That was a great question, Maureen. I would not have thought to even think that or ask that question. Okay, well, I'm sorry if you don't like my voice, but this is the only way I get to talk about the cats. So you can always put me on mute. Okay, let's move on and see Miss Jasmine. Oh my gosh, Kali is going to be 21 next year. Or next week. Sorry, next week.
Trisha says she likes your voice. Lucia likes your voice.
That's fine. People don't have to like my voice. They just have to like the cats.
Barbara likes your voice. Wendy says you're perfect.
Oh, check this out. Look at this. Hey, Bella, welcome.
Wow, you're getting a lot of love right now. Lots of love. What are you doing? Oh, I'm sure there'll be a party for Kali next week at some point. She'll get like a meat cake or something. Oh, hello. Yes, this is the famous sapphire pool. What are you doing? Hi. Oh, very cool. Okay, so the enrichment team created a birthday surprise for Kali. Apparently she's going to get it tomorrow on Facebook live as long as the weather permits, which we're keeping our fingers crossed for. What are you doing? Oh, sweet Jazz. If you're warm, you can get in your pool and go for a swim. Hey, Mom! I'm glad you're here. Hi, Dad. My parents are watching, which makes me super happy. What are you doing? Okay, all right, hang on. Here, Sardoon. What is your favorite song to sing, Bridget?
No, it depends on my mood.
All right, so it's mood dependent. I'm gonna move the microphone so you guys can hear them.
This is a very aggressive pose.
Look at that face.
Gotta be honest, Kitten, you're not in the most convenient spot for this. I'm watering the sawgrass more than you.
Yep. Somebody else is asking for a hose down. Bridge.
You like that? I like the hose. Yeah, she's not fond of the hose.
Oh, hey, camera. Whoa, what's going on here?
Everything okay?
Camera's getting, well, the stabilizer's getting weird.
So it is really hot outside. I don't know if our electronics are overheating.
Well, I think that's what happened to the GoPro earlier. I think the GoPro just overheated.
It's hot out today. Which is why this probably feels good.
You know, if any of you are new to Big Cat Rescue, this is how we get our cats big and strong. They require some watering. So, as you can see, she's already firmly planted. Always moving. So we just need to get her to grow. So just get her to grow by just doing a little bit of watering it.
Good? Better? Okay.
Victoria just had an awesome idea.
Want some?
We record Cyrus and turn it into a ringtone
Or a text tone.
or a text tone.
You want some? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, you got yelled at.
Now I got chuffed at. I'm sorry. I just wanted to check. That's why I tested with the paws. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I made you get up. Oh, my girl. My tooth. Oh, what's Are you jealous?
I think Kali has her attention.
Yeah, she does.
Oh! Yep, she's just visiting Kali. Ringtones, alright.
What you doing, Jazz? Jazzy girl.
Do some ringtone action. Ringtones aren't difficult. I think you're onto something there. Maybe I will spend a day, because I need to give them a couple extra hours. What do you think? Maybe I should spend some time and create some ringtones for people?
Check in with the powers that be.
You remember that time that, let me spin the mic around. Remember that time that I, recorded one of our cats, screaming?
Yes.
And it was, outside the door. It was really, really loud.
Yes.
And I made that my primary ringtone.
Yes.
And then I got on an airplane.
Yep.
And then Bridget called me. And it was hilarious. All the people around me, and this was just before the plane took off, this cat was recorded screaming outside the door.
Probably George.
Probably George. And it sounded like the cat was in danger. You know how cats can sound sometimes.
George had that tendency of standing outside the door and it sounded like someone was pulling his legs off.
Oh my gosh.
Even though he was totally fine.
Yeah, my food bowl, I can see the bottom.
Oh my God, it's a danger.
And then Bridget called, and everybody on the plane, 3 rows around, all of a sudden looks at me, and my phone was buried in my jacket, and all you hear is this. And anyways, I had to explain to the stewardess that no, I did not have a cat.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant, that I definitely did not have a cat with me.
No, there's not a cat in my jacket. Oh, there she is. I found her. I don't see Simba. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Okay. All right, let's go say hi to Amanda. Woo-hoo. I have to put bug spray on again. Dang it. Moo moo. Moo moo. Hi, Moo. Good morning. Sorry guys, I got got bugs on there. What are you doing? Moo. What? That's not nice. Moo. Moo moo. Say, I ate all my breakfast yesterday morning. I was a good girl. Sorry, I wish there was a good name. I ate all my breakfast this morning. Yeah. Hi. See, I know. You're like, oh. Should we go see your neighbor? Should we go see about Aria? Huh? What do you think, Moo? All right, we'll see you later. Bye, babe. I love you. Okay. We'll find Aria girl and we'll go see Nikki.
Knick-knack.
Knick-knack. Oh, there are some nice breeze happening, which is really pleasant. Otherwise, it is quite toasty and very humid today. You have a few important questions? Okay. Here. Oh, yeah. Definitely Jinx. I can't go to Manny. So if he's out and about, we'll see him, but otherwise, not Manny, but definitely Jinx.
There we go.
What are these important questions?
All right, so let's say we had to rescue another lion, S, but it was smaller than Nikki. Even though it was named something completely different, would it just all of a sudden be nicknamed Knick-knack?
No.
I think it might be.
No, it would not.
I think it might be.
No.
I'm going to get that to catch on if it ever happens.
No. No, because that name, it's not. Oh, you're so not a keeper.
I think it would work.
I say that with love.
I say that with love. Somewhere in here is Aria girl.
She's in the den. There is only one knick-knack. That's right, Maureen. Well, there she is. Aria! See if we can get a better view as to go around. Do-do-do. See if we can check out that beautiful face. See, you guys get it. There's only one knick-knack. There can never be another. Hi, sweet pea. Hi. What are you doing? What's up, baby girl? Do you want a shower? Huh? Let's see. It's hot today. Let's see if this makes you interested. Let's see. Oh, let's go shower. You want a shower?
No.
Let's try the other hose. No, Amanda's just usually grumpy. She's even grumpy after breakfast. It's just who she is, but we love her because of it. See about maybe getting this girl a shower. I think she actually likes it. You just have to deck her right spot. So let's try this hose. Hi. Hello. Would you like a shower? Is that a no? Okay. All right. She's like, no, I don't want to shower, lady. I always want to offer because it's hot outside. Okay. Okay. I tried to offer a shower. She was not interested. Sometimes she likes it though.
Yeah, I've seen her when she does.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
She's like, what is that? What's that?
No shower for you today. No shower today. That's okay though.
I will be happy to answer that question from Robert in just a second. All right, so I had a pretty good question.
Yes.
One person's getting 300 answers, but why doing so? Wild animals, right?
Uh-huh.
Why don't we feed them live game?
Okay, well, most of them don't know how to hunt properly. Yes, we saw Mrs. Smalls this morning, but you notice that she captured the bird and then played with it, but she didn't actually consume it. So they don't always know. You'll also know that you've probably seen on some of our Explore cameras where a cat will catch a bird and they will maim it, but they won't kill it. That's just, that's not fair either. These cats don't have the necessary tools to be able to hunt like they would if they lived in the wild. It's just the fact of living their lives in a cage. They don't always, sometimes they're not even with their mothers for more than a couple of hours, where they are unable to get the skills to learn how to hunt in the wild. That's why we feed our cats meat, USDA grade meat that you would find in a restaurant.
Now, we're seeing some things about here about mainly euthanize something or other. What do they get like once a week?
So twice a week,
Twice a week.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays, cats that are able to consume humanely euthanized rats or rabbits will get what we call whole prey day. Now that helps with enrichment. Some of the cats really enjoy it. Some cats don't like it. Some cats can't process it. Some cats can't, consume it with they have bad teeth. So we do humanely euthanized whole prey twice a week for the cats that can be on that diet.
Now, who mainly euthanizes the prey? Because that question inevitably usually comes up.
That is done by our supplier. We have nothing to do with that.
All right. What animals here do get live prey.
Only our rehab bobcats, because in order for them to survive in the wild, they have to pass the test and be confirmed by the FWC that they can hunt, capture, kill, and consume whole prey before they can go out into the wild. That is the only way that they will be able to survive in the wild. We are not going to send a cat out into the wild that cannot do any of one or any of those things, one or all of those things. Send them out into the wild and expect them to survive. That would just be starvation.
All right, and then last little question, because a little off topic, but if you were put in a position where you all of a sudden were 12 pounds, really hungry, chained to a table, drugged up, and people were touching you, would you be in a good mood that day?
No.
Okay, so don't go out and pet cats, people. It's messed up. All right, let's
I
go.
mean, except for domestic cats.
Oh no, we wouldn't drug up a domestic cat.
I'm just saying, you can pet domestic
Yeah, you
cats.
clear your domestic cats.
Like, you know, our cats at home. Wow, our cat this morning, Joy, was super talky and snuggly this morning.
Dude, she was crazy.
She just wanted some serious attention.
I think she was happy because, if you
Jeez Louise, seriously, my nose is super itchy.
if
I
you
don't know what's going on.
if you don't follow Bridget's Foster's page, we have a lot of cats at our house. We have 8 of our own cats, and with those 8 cats, one thing that we really struggle with at night is
Sleep.
sleeping. And one of the ways that we do that is we created these things that we call lockers. They're really big closets.
They're like cat condos.
Yeah, they're like
basically cat condos.
Yeah, they're like cat condos, and so they
They're
sleep in
giant.
there at night. If we're gone during the day, they like to fight each other, so we leave them in there during the day. They got food, water, litter pan, all that fun stuff. But Joy got let out early this morning because I figured, why not? She really doesn't cause any problems. Holy cow, did that girl talk?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. We should probably talk about vacation though, right?
Yes.
So here's our 2.5 acre vacation rotation enclosure.
There's a bunny. A live one.
There's a live bunny.
Beware, bunny.
Yeah.
Good choices.
So here at Big Cat Rescue, we do not go out of our way to move the wildlife out of here. Reason is wildlife, belongs
In the wild.
right? That's kind of the thing. So that bunny was not raised in a cage. Therefore, it's going to stay out of a cage, hopefully. If it goes into a cage, that's all on its own fault.
That's the circle of life, as we've all learned.
The
the song.
circle of life.
Exactly. And it moves us all.
And it moves us all.
Oh, hello. Hi. Are you finished?
So what's up, man? Yeah. This is Simba. She's up to?
Hi. Hi. Please walk. Hi. You were swimming. Down here, sir.
All right. So, as you guys know, we clean every day, and then we do what's called double checks. So this, we're at 20% battery power. Yikes. It's hot today.
You and Nikki.
Yeah, except for Jinx and the Caracals. So Bethany is doing what is called a double check. So after we're done cleaning every day, we do a double check. So we double check each enclosure. So we go behind the keeper that cleans them and confirm to make sure that nothing got missed, that a water bowl hasn't been emptied by the cat, make sure that we're double checking if the poop hasn't been found. We may go look for specifically for that poop. So that's what Bethany is doing right now. She is double checking vacation rotation. What are you staring at? We're going this way, Bubs. Simba Sam. Simba Sam. Okay, so Lindy, while a cat is on vacation, the middle of vacation rotation is not worried about at all. After that 4-week period, we go ahead and we mow. Once the cat has moved out, we go ahead and we mow inside. We go in the vacation rotation once the cat has been moved out of vacation and it's empty. then we'll go ahead, we'll go in, we'll mow, we'll weed eat, we'll do anything we need to do maintenance-wise, so that way we can take care of it, and then we can move the next cat in. Here he comes, Beth! You should not be running.
I heard a little bit of sneak up behind me.
You'd be surprised how stealthy a tiger is. Oh, it's time to go potty. Yes, he may be on vacation, but not supposed to run. No running.
If you've never seen a tiger pee before, it's not a very majestic sight. It's a bigger version of a household cat peeing. Right? And there you go. 3 gallons of liquid. He loves vacation. Holy cow, loves vacation. He is a cool cat.
What are you doing?
He's enjoying himself.
I know.
Look at me, I got all the space. Okay, let me see. Is it true that cats always respond to get their full attention when a person makes loud, squeaky, kissy sound?
No, not always.
No.
We have 20% battery power, by the way.
All right, then let's get to Nikki. And
Jinx and Caracals. We're going to kind of do a quick zoom through of Nikki and the Caracals and Jinx so we can see everybody, and then we'll have seen everybody. We've seen small cats on our 9 a.m. Facebook Walkabout, which will go back to Daily Big Cat and be posted, so you can rewatch it if you don't have Facebook or if you missed it. You can catch that. Yeah, this morning's 9 a.m. live on dailybigcat.com. So we'll have seen big cats, small cats, all this morning.
So the question
All
was
before lunch.
posed, why didn't we call one of the lions Simba? Here's the deal. When it comes to cats, most of our cats come named already. A lot of times we try to retain that name if we can. If we have to rename it, we'll rename it. But we haven't come across a lion lately that we can name Simba.
Let's see. We did have a lion whose name, oh yes. Yes. Okay, so we did have a lion, tiger. We had a tiger we renamed when she got to us. Now, the reason is that if we have 2 cats with the same name but different species, we'll keep the name so we can differentiate between the species. So, for example, we have Max Tiger and Max Bobcat. However, we had 2 tigers which were the same species with the exact same name. So we had Keisha Tiger and Keisha Tiger. So when the second Keisha Tiger arrived on property, we renamed her to Tisha Tiger. It was close enough to her original name
And there you have it.
that she was able to still understand that that was her name, but it was easier for keepers and volunteers to know where they needed to be based on who was being referenced over the radio. So if we need someone to come to Max, you have to differentiate the species. So,
Answered.
hey, I need someone to come to Max Bobcat. He hasn't finished all his breakfast, or Max Bobcat has caught a bird, or Max Tiger. I don't know. You just, that's how we differentiate between the 2 with the same name, just different species.
And if we're really hungry one day and a bunch come in, we're going to name one hamburger and taco and croissant. Oh no, that's the SPCA. They do that.
Yes, exactly, Daniel. Simba Tiger, Simba Savannah. Same concept.
Hamburger, hot dog.
Good grief. All right, so we've made it to Nikita. And as per the norm, she is in the least convenient spot possible for our viewing pleasure, but she is a cat. And I would like to remind everybody that she does have her own camera, which you can find on bigcatcams.com, or you can go to explore.org and find her there. Oh my goodness, Susan. Thank you for the donation. Sorry, is it Susan or Suzanne? I don't want to mispronounce it. Hello. She's going to make me work even harder. Hi. So Nikita's story is also quite sad. Ordinarily, you'd find this cat living in a pride. She'd be in a family group, one of the only cats that lives in a social setting. But she was found chained in a basement in a crack house in Tennessee and was never able to assimilate into a family unit. Even though they tried at the Nashville Zoo in Grassmere to get her into a family unit, it didn't work. It didn't stick. So now she lives here by herself, which is really quite devastating. You know, 20 years in captivity, all by herself. That's really a sad life for a lion. I mean, it's a great life here. She's got a good life. She gets a, balanced diet. She gets open air. She doesn't have to see any other cats, which makes her nervous and anxious and uncomfortable. So, we've given her everything she needs to be as happy as possible. But she was badly declawed, and she should be living in the wild with a pride of lions. All right. I am going to get out of here because the mosquitoes are really bad. I'm going to go around this way. She will always be the queen. All right. Apparently I've lost my eyes and ears. My buddy. Oh, there he is. He's paying attention now. Okay. Now, let's go see if we can find a flat cat who was being extra silly yesterday. Okay. Whew.
Sweaty, gross.
Will you let me out, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's go see about a Jinx. Oh, let's see about a Jinx. He really seems to prefer that way back bubble over there near the Caracals. So we'll see him and we'll see the Caracals. One of the ways that you guys can prevent more stories like Nikita is by calling your representatives in Washington and asking them to co-sponsor the Big Cat Public Safety Act. And the way you can reach them is by texting the word cats to the number 52886, or go to bigcatact.com. Yes, Wendy, we saw Jinx at the very beginning of this live, so you can rewatch it at the very beginning. We visited him. We visited Gilligan at the beginning of this live, so you can see him if you want to rewatch after this is over.
Smells good over here. Smells like wet dirt and leaves.
Hi.
What did I do?
Hi. Oh. Oh. Hello. So this is Jinx. He is a black male leopard. And black leopards or black jaguars can be born in the same family as Goldens. It's just like if you have kids with different colored hair in the same family. Hi. Oh, thanks for the donation, Wendy. Oh, this boy just makes my heart so happy. Right, Jinx? Now, on his belly, you can kind of see, I'm going to try to zoom in, so you can see that he's more melanistic, which means he's more of a chocolate brown with black spots as opposed to all black. So here you can see like his little belly spots. And even up on his face, his fabulous face. You're so silly. I'm going to zoom out. Jinx has probably one of the best senses of humor. He's got a great personality. He's just so silly and funny. And when you're having a bad day, he just always can make you laugh or smile or just kind of remind you what your purpose is here at Big Cat Rescue. He's got his little graying toe beans. Susan, I'd like to think that a lot of our big cats know when you need the uplift. You know, you'll notice that on, days after we've had a passing, that a lot of the cats, as a keeper, you'll notice a lot of the cats are a little bit sweeter, a little bit sillier, a little bit more attentive. They seem to know. It's like domestic cats in that sense. It's just, we're not snuggling with them. But Jinx always knows when you need to laugh. I think he's the silliest boy on property. And for that, I am truly grateful. Because he just makes my days brighter. Right? Oh, handsome man. All right. Oop. Cancel. Sorry. All right. We're going to go check out the Caracals. Say hi to them real quick. Let's see. He's like, where are you going? Come back. I'm very cute. Hang out with me some more. All right, we'll go say hi to Cyrus, and then we'll have some closing remarks. You get off. Yeah, there was just a deer fly. One of those biting yellow flies. I don't know if cats have nightmares.
Did you tell the deer fly to not bother you?
I told it to go away because I don't like those. They bite and they hurt. Oh, hi! All right.
you doing? Hi.
Robert, this cat is actually a caracal. And that is their greeting. That is a friendly greeting. That's called a trill. That is him greeting us. Hi. These cats are great jumpers. Yes, Barbara, that is a very, very good point. He is, in fact, marking his territory. You see how he's rubbing his face? That's because all cats, exotic or domestic, have scent glands in their faces. So when they rub their faces on something, they are marking their territory. So Cyrus is basically saying, hi, yes, this is my home. Please do not come in. This is my space. Are they African? I'm sorry. I thought they were Turkish. Maybe it's, I don't know. I guess, I don't know why I thought they were Turkish. Thank you for correcting me. Hi. Oh, okay. It's a Turkish name. Thank you, guys. It's a Turkish name, but they are African cats. Okay. So many things. Even I'm still learning. I've been here for many years, and I'm still learning. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Bye, Cyrus. Woo. Okay. Let's go take a seat. We'll have a chit-chat real quick. Jennifer, yes. So when a cat rubs their face on you, so your domestic cat rubs their face on you, they are marking you as their territory.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so anytime a cat rubs up against you, on your legs, or they rub their face on, like, your shoulder, for example, they're marking you as their territory. Okay. No, Cyrus does not want anything to do with me. I was by his enclosure yesterday, cleaning up after him, and he just went hissing away. So he's not super interested in me as a human, unless it's breakfast time, and then he's interested. But otherwise, Cyrus doesn't really care for me, which is fine.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. So I briefly
Right.
mentioned it a little bit before while we were talking about Nikki's story, but if you guys want to help out the big cats at no cost, the best way you can do that is to make the call of the wild. You reach out to your United States senators, congresspeople, and that way you can ask them to co-sponsor the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Now you can do this in two ways. One, you can go to bigcatact.com and you can go through that information if you want to learn more, and then that way you can make sure that you're getting all the information, and then it'll help connect you to the Big Cat Public Safety Act phone call that you can make to your representatives. The other thing you can do is you can text the word cats to the number 52886, and that way you'll be able to use your phone. It will connect you to your representatives, and also make sure that you have a script, so you don't need to figure out what you're going to say. There's a script already pre-programmed for you, so you are available. Oh my gosh, Jinx is hilarious. So there's a script pre-programmed for you, so you'll know exactly what to say. Now, if you're a person who's a little bit nervous or doesn't like to talk to humans, You can call today, tomorrow, or any weekday after 5 o'clock, and you'll be able to reach voicemail. So you can just leave a message. I know some of us don't want to actually talk on the phone. Some of us would rather send an email. But this is the most effective way to get your voice heard by your representatives in Washington. With that being said, your phone calls are approximately worth 100 signatures on a petition. It's about the equivalent of that. So it's a big impact that will help end the private ownership and abusive cub petting of exotic cats here in the United States. So if you want to make that call every single day of the week, you can do that. If your representatives or one of your representatives is already co-sponsoring the Big Cat Public Safety Act and you are aware of that, please continue to call them, but thank them for co-sponsoring, because it's still just as important that we keep this top of mind. Now, we were so close to getting this passed last year. However, we didn't get it through. So this year, this is the most important thing you can do. We have got to get this bill passed. It is so important. It cannot be swept under the rug. It cannot be put on the back burner. It is time. It is time for private ownership and abusive cub petting of exotic cats in the United States to be put to an end. It's time. We all saw how this played out last year on a documentary. You saw tiger cubs being ripped away from their mothers hours after they were being born. If that didn't disturb you, yeesh, I don't know what will. But this is a big issue in the United States. You know, just last month or the month before, we had a tiger roaming loose in the Houston neighborhoods. This is not safe. It's not safe for, residential neighborhoods. It's not safe if your cat never escapes whatsoever. It's still not safe. It's still not safe for, like, first responders. You have a fire or a medical emergency, or, first responders need to be called. They don't know that you have an exotic cat. That's not fair to them. You're putting people's lives at risk, in danger, for what? For what? And it's not fair to the cat. That's not a life that a cat should live. And so making the call of the wild is probably the most important thing you can do for these cats.
So let's do some quick math here real quick, because I've always thought that if somebody goes out and let's say they get a tiger cub, right? Mm-hmm. Probably one of the dumbest things that you can do. And the reasons, I mean, you just listed a ton of reasons, but let's put it in perspective. How much does it cost for room and board for a cat for a year?
For room and board, I'm not sure, but
like $10,000, right?
That's just feeding. That's
feeding.
Just food.
So,
that's just food to feed, and a grown tiger is $10,000 a year to feed, to properly feed.
And then
a tiger.
And then you need to pay somebody to come on in and take care of their enclosure, or you're gonna do it for them. So I mean, realistically,
you also need to be able to find a vet.
Yeah, and if you don't have volunteers, that's going to be let's just call it another $1,000 a month. And on top of that, you got to find a vet. So let's call that, another probably, I don't know, a lot more. So here's the thing. Here's my point, though.
Oh, Mary Jerome. Went to a call. Mary Jerome is one of our volunteers who is an officer. She went to a call for service, and the person who called had a big cat in a cage in their pool enclosure. That must have been really, really, really terrifying.
Cool. So not cool, but let's talk about why this happens. When people feel the need to have some sort of desire to be seen, they go out and they get something big, so people go ahead and pay attention to them.
Flashy.
Right? Something flashy and shiny. I have always related this, because I'm in the automotive industry, to somebody that goes out and they get a sports car that they really love, but they can't quite afford it. And then it sits in their garage and it rots away until somebody goes ahead 50 years later, opens the door, and is like, oh my gosh, look at this amazing car I got. The thing was just abandoned. Well, in that scenario, the only sentient being that lost out was the person that bought the car. Don't go and buy yourself a live animal that thinks, that gets bored, that has its own life, and stuff it in a cage inside of a Florida pool in a backyard. I would love to see the amount of shade that cat gets. You know, and we can go on about this all day. Go buy yourself another house. Go buy yourself something crazy expensive that's something just blatantly stupid, because that's about the amount of intelligence that goes into people that buy these large cats to have them as pets just so they're noticed. Make the call of the wild. Let these representatives know, because that tiger that's in somebody's backyard, at least down here in the state of Florida, I don't think they need to register that to have that.
I don't remember what the laws are here, so I can't speak about that.
Well, imagine this. Imagine you are a kid and you're running around in your backyard and the soccer ball goes over the fence.
Kids go over fences.
I mean, you thought Sandlot was scary as a kid? You know, there's a tiger in the next yard. It's not just a big dog.
Yeah.
You know, granted, Sandlot did scare the living crap out of me. But the thing is, text cast to 52886. Let's
get this done.
Let's put an end to this.
Let's get this done.
You know, because quite honestly, Jinx is adorable over there, but I would much rather love seeing a cat like that born to be in the wild, you know, chasing down whatever and, you know, living its life. So
yeah, if you want a cat with an attitude, get a tortie. They've got tortitude all day long. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's about it. I'll get off my little stump about this, but you know, seriously, make that call. And if you can't make the call, because let's say you're out of the country, let's say you're in Australia or over in Asia right now or Europe, just share the video. Share.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good point too.
What was that?
If like in someone's private home, if there was a hurricane and the cage was compromised.
Like, it gets put down.
I mean, if the cat escapes.
Yeah, it gets put down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, officers called in, cat's put down.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that a lot of these people don't think about is that if you
check out the Zanesville massacre.
Yeah.
Check out Zanesville massacre if you guys need more information or need a reason why this should be passed.
Yep. If there's a cat wandering around inside your house, let's say there's a fire and the fire department needs to get in there, they're not putting out your fire until the cat has been either, you know, locked away somehow, which is difficult to do. With a fire going on, or the cat is put down, and 9 times out of 10, cat's being put down, so they can put the house fire out. So congratulations.
That being said, we will see you guys the first Saturday in July. I believe it's the 3rd. It is the 3rd. We'll see you guys July 3rd. We will be 9 a.m. on Facebook, Big Cat Rescue's Facebook page, and then again 10:30 here on Daily Big Cat. Anything that you missed earlier or at the last 9 a.m. live, it'll all come back to Daily Big Cat. Remember to check out Brittany tomorrow. She's going to go live the time is going to be determined, which Deb should be able to give you guys more information as she gets that. He'll buy the paint, you guys, I promise. It's been a really hectic month for us.
Did Daniel ask that?
Things have been wild. Marzipan had to go to the vet, so we have definitely been...
Yeah, our office is getting moved. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been busy. We will get Stoney taken care of, I promise, but it's just, I know we're pushing that back a little bit. Anyway, tomorrow there's a celebration for Kali's birthday, so if you want to join in on that, you can absolutely go ahead and follow along on Facebook with Brittany. She's got great lives, great walkabouts, and birthday celebrations, all sorts of amazing things happening tomorrow, so check them out. Stay tuned. Deb will keep you all posted because Deb is amazing. She is our rock star. She is our rock, and I know we can't do this without her.
She commands one heck of a social media team.
And her team of people who are moderating and helping to answer questions. So thank you all so much for your support. We could not do these lives without you guys helping moderate us and moderate them. Yes, Marzipan is fine. She wasn't well, so we had to get her in, and so it was. She
goes through these times of, I don't really want to eat that right now.
Yeah.
So we got her eating.
Yeah.
Now she won't stop eating.
That's okay. It's okay.
I'd
She's
rather
gotta-
have that than the other.
Yeah. So anyway, we will see you guys the first Saturday in July, which will be July 3rd, 9 a.m. on Facebook, 10:30 a.m. here on Daily Big Cat. Thank you guys all so much for joining us this morning. We love hanging out with you, and we will catch you again soon. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to check out Facebook tomorrow for all of the goodness that will be happening throughout the entire day. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys again soon.
Bye.
Bye.